Barmitzvah, host and hostess, ladies and gentlemen, pray silence for a toast to the Bar Mitzvah proposed by Adam Golding.
Stevie, Les, Jeremy and guests. I've known Stevie almost all his life. I say almost because he beat me into the world by 2 days. When we were toddlers, he was Steve and I was Ada. And now, approaching our teens, we've changed our names a little, but our friendship is just as strong. I'll give you an example. Recently, I had to write an essay about friends. I wrote mine about Stevie and about the time I broke my arm in his garden. All I can remember was him shouting for help and me screaming back in pain. I think that he was more worried than I was and had to be held back from coming in the car to hospital with me, even though he doesn't really like injections. As a result, I would consider Stevie to be my best mate, even though he doesn't like football. Since leaving nursery together, after being joined shove at Daddy's, we haven't been at the same school, we don't have the same sporting interests, and we try to avoid chasing the same girls. However, one of the joint interests we did maintain was being together in Cubs and Scouts. People may know that Stevie and I are quite competitive, and I well remember our first Cub camp together at the age of 7. We had a competition to see who could keep the same pair of pants on the longest. I can't reveal who was the winner, but I can tell you that I'm wearing clean ones today. And I'm told that Stevie is also on this very special occasion. Everyone also knows that Stevie is very articulate and likes moving his jaws a lot. When we were younger, he used them mainly for eating, and I remember waiting for hours for him to finish meals, by which time I was ready to eat again. Nowadays, he has progressed to using his jaws for talking, and he has shown me many comments in red ink in his JFS homework diary. However, I do know that Stevie has worked very hard towards this weekend, as well as spending a lot of time cramming for his Barmitzvah test. He was brilliant in shul yesterday and had set an example, so I find it difficult to follow in 3 weeks' time. We're the closest of friends, and I know that our friendship will last as long as Jeremy's has with my dad. Will you now please charge your glasses, be upstanding, and join me in drinking a toast to the Barmitzvah boy. The toast is Stevie Lee Russell from Stanmore.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. And? For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. And? 3 cheers for Stevie. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! The loudest one ever. Come on, hip hip! And thank you very much. A little round of applause for his best friend, Adam Golding.